Exploring the 30 Best Books on Leadership and Entrepreneurship, Part 5. Have you ever wondered what really makes a leader successful? Welcome to Part 5 of our series exploring the 30 best books on leadership and entrepreneurship. In this 5th video, we'll dive into 5 of these top books, examining their most important lessons, and providing practical advice you can apply directly to your own journey. This isn't just a summary, it's a deep dive into some of the best thinking on leadership and entrepreneurial success. Let's get started. First, Break All the Rules by Buckingham and Curt Coffman shares insights on what great managers do differently. First, Break All the Rules. What the World's Greatest Managers Do Differently by Buckingham and Curt Coffman delves into what sets exceptional managers apart from their peers. Based on an extensive Gallup study involving over 80,000 managers worldwide, the book debunks traditional practices and offers innovative strategies to enhance employee performance and unlock potential. Focus on individual strengths. The authors argue that great managers do not aim to fix employees' weaknesses but leverage their natural strengths. By identifying and nurturing these unique talents, managers can achieve outstanding engagement and performance. Redefining the manager's role. Buckingham and Coffman propose that the true role of a manager is not to supervise rigidly, but to guide and inspire. Managers should act as catalysts, helping employees translate their potential into results. The 4 keys to effective management. The book outlines 4 essential practices. Select for talent. Skills can be taught, but innate talent is what sets exceptional employees apart. Set clear expectations. Employees need to understand what is expected without being micromanaged. Motivate through recognition. Great managers motivate by acknowledging and celebrating achievements meaningfully, develop individual strengths, offer learning opportunities that build on existing strengths rather than trying to fix weaknesses. Key questions to ask. The authors introduce the Q12, a set of 12 questions designed to measure employee engagement. These questions help assess if a work environment fosters development and motivation, focusing on recognition and the chance to use strengths daily. Breaking traditional rules. The title reflects the notion that top managers break conventional rules. They are not afraid to disregard rigid company structures and tailor their methods to best support and lead their teams. Personalized management. Effective managers do not use a one-size-fits-all approach. They adapt their management style to fit each employee. This customization maximizes individual talents and builds trust within the team. Empowerment and accountability. The book emphasizes that giving employees autonomy to decide how to achieve their goals enhances responsibility and engagement. Instead of dictating methods, great managers provide resources and guidance, leaving room for creativity. Broader success metrics. Success should not be gauged solely by financial or productivity metrics, but also by employee engagement and satisfaction. Engaged employees are more loyal and contribute to a positive workplace culture. Continuous development. Outstanding managers invest in their team's personal development, not necessarily through standard training. They encourage on-the-job learning and challenges that help employees grow in their areas of strength. Adopting a new mindset. First, break all the rules. Challenges managers to rethink their approach and question established practices. Embracing these new perspectives is crucial for building more effective, engaged teams. In summary, Buckingham and Coffman show that the best managers understand the need to challenge conventional wisdom and tailor their management styles to maximize employee potential. The book serves as an essential guide for any manager looking to move beyond traditional methods and cultivate a thriving work environment. The 1-Minute Manager by Kenneth, Blanchard and Spencer Johnson offers simple yet effective management techniques. The 1-Minute Manager by Kenneth, Blanchard and Spencer Johnson is a concise and powerful guide that introduces a simple yet effective approach to management. The book centers around 3 core principles that empower managers to foster better relationships with employees and enhance productivity. 1-minute goals, 1-minute praisings, and 1-minute reprimands. 1-minute goals. The first concept focuses on setting clear, concise goals that both the manager and the employee understand. Each goal should be articulated in a way that takes only a minute to read. This ensures clarity and mutual understanding. The goals must be measurable, achievable, and specific, providing a clear direction for the employee's work. Why goals matter. Goals provide a roadmap for success. Employees who know exactly what is expected of them are more motivated and aligned with the company's objectives. This clarity minimizes confusion and allows employees to take ownership of their tasks, enhancing productivity and accountability. 1-minute praisings. The second principle involves giving immediate and specific praise when an employee performs well. The manager should acknowledge positive behavior as soon as it is noticed, describe what was done right, and express genuine appreciation. This reinforces desired behaviors and boosts morale, making employees feel valued and motivated. Building confidence. 1-minute praisings build confidence and reinforce the link between effort and achievement. This positive feedback loop encourages employees to continue performing at high levels. By focusing on what employees do right, managers can create a supportive and empowering work environment. 1-minute reprimands. The third principle, 1-minute reprimands, is about addressing mistakes or subpar performance immediately and directly. The manager should first describe what went wrong and how it affects the team or company. After the reprimand, the manager reassures the employee by expressing confidence in their ability to improve and emphasizing that it is the behavior, not the person, that is being corrected. Balanced approach. The 1-minute reprimand is effective because it is brief, specific, and followed by a show of support. This approach ensures that the employee understands the issue without feeling demoralized, creating an opportunity for growth and improvement. The underlying philosophy. The underlying philosophy of the 1-minute manager is that people are more productive when they feel heard, respected, and supported. Managers who practice these principles foster an environment of trust and openness, where employees are motivated to take initiative and collaborate. Time efficiency. The book emphasizes that the time investment in setting goals, praising, and reprimanding is minimal, but yields significant results. By keeping these interactions concise, managers can maintain focus and efficiency while nurturing a positive team culture. Adapting to individual needs. Though the core techniques are straightforward, effective managers must tailor their approach to fit the individual personalities and needs of their team members. Customizing the 1-minute strategies ensures that employees feel genuinely supported and understood. Simplicity and impact. The 1-minute manager is praised for its simplicity and direct application in real-world scenarios. The strategies outlined can be immediately implemented and have been shown to improve workplace communication, enhance employee satisfaction, and boost overall performance. In conclusion, Blanchard and Johnson's The 1-Minute Manager advocates for a leadership style rooted in clarity, positive reinforcement, and constructive feedback. These principles help managers create an efficient, supportive, and results-driven work environment that benefits both the organization and its employees. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, a motivational guide to self-empowerment and entrepreneurship. You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero is an empowering self-help book that blends humor, personal anecdotes, and practical advice to inspire readers to overcome self-doubt and embrace their true potential. The book is structured to help individuals break free from limiting beliefs and take actionable steps toward a fulfilling life. First, embracing self-awareness. Sincero begins by emphasizing the importance of understanding who you truly are and acknowledging your unique strengths. This involves recognizing your inner voice and learning to distinguish between constructive thoughts and limiting beliefs that hold you back. Next, the power of thought. The book delves into the concept that our thoughts shape our reality. Sincero stresses that cultivating a positive mindset is essential for manifesting success. By focusing on what you want rather than what you fear, you can shift your energy and attract positive outcomes. Then, breaking down limiting beliefs. One of the core lessons is identifying and dismantling self-sabotaging beliefs that stem from childhood or past experiences. Sincero offers exercises to help readers unearth these subconscious barriers and replace them with empowering beliefs that align with their goals. The role of gratitude and visualization is another key theme. Practicing gratitude and visualization is a recurring theme. Sincero advises readers to regularly express gratitude for what they have and visualize their desired future as if it has already happened. This practice reinforces confidence and keeps motivation high. Trusting the universe is Sincero's philosophy that incorporates elements of spirituality, encouraging readers to trust in a higher power or the universe. By surrendering control over certain aspects of life and believing that the universe supports them, readers can reduce anxiety and maintain hope during challenging times. Taking bold actions is critical. A critical message in the book is that achieving greatness requires stepping out of one's comfort zone. Sincero shares stories of her own experiences where taking risks led to significant personal growth. She motivates readers to embrace fear and act despite it. Overcoming fear of failure is explained as a natural part of growth. Rather than seeing failure as a setback, she reframes it as an essential part of the learning process. By changing the perception of failure, readers can develop resilience and perseverance. Investing in yourself is underscored as important for personal development, whether through coaching, courses, or books. Sincero encourages readers not to view self-investment as a luxury, but as a necessity for reaching their highest potential. Building self-love is crucial. Sincero emphasizes that cultivating self-love is crucial for overall happiness and success. She guides readers through exercises that foster self-acceptance and helps them recognize their worth without external validation. Surrounding yourself with positivity is another significant takeaway. Sincero advises readers to surround themselves with people who uplift and inspire them, as well as to distance themselves from negative influences that hinder progress. Consistency and persistence are stressed as essential for change. Sincero reassures readers that persistence in pursuing goals, even when results are slow to appear, is key to long-term success. Finally, celebrating wins is important. The author reminds readers to celebrate even small victories along the way. Recognizing progress helps maintain motivation and reinforces the belief that change is possible. In conclusion, You Are a Badass is both a motivational and practical guide for anyone looking to overcome doubt, take control of their life, and unlock their full potential. Jen Sincero's relatable approach, coupled with actionable advice, inspires readers to move beyond their comfort zones and start living the life they desire. Start with Why, by Simon Sinek, explains how leaders can inspire cooperation, trust, and change. Start with Why, how great leaders inspire everyone to take action. By Simon Sinek explores the powerful concept that successful leaders and organizations focus on why they do what they do, rather than just what they do, or how they do it. Sinek's insights stem from his observation that the most influential individuals and companies are driven by a deep sense of purpose that resonates with people on an emotional level. The Golden Circle framework is at the heart of Sinek's message. It consists of 3 concentric circles: why, how, and what. Most organizations work from the outside in, starting with what they do, moving to how they do it, and often neglecting why they do it. In contrast, inspired leaders and companies start with why, their core belief or purpose, then move outward. Starting with why is emphasized as the purpose or cause that drives an individual or organization. This deeper motivation inspires loyalty and trust, not only from customers, but also from employees. When people understand and connect with why an organization exists, they are more likely to support it passionately. Emotional connection is key. Great leaders tap into emotions to inspire action. Sinek explains that the why appeals to the limbic brain, which governs feelings and decision-making but lacks language. This emotional connection is what compels people to trust leaders and become devoted customers or followers. Examples of successful leaders illustrate this concept, such as Apple, Martin Luther King Jr., and the Wright brothers. Apple's marketing emphasizes why they create products to challenge the status quo and empower creativity. This strong sense of purpose differentiates them from competitors who focus solely on features and benefits. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech is highlighted. Sinek notes that King inspired millions because he started with why. His famous "I Have a Dream" speech centered around his vision and beliefs, not just a plan of action. People rallied to his cause because they believed in his vision, showing the power of leading with why. The Wright brothers' passion is another example. They succeeded in building the first flying machine, not because they had superior funding or expertise, but because they were driven by a deep passion to change the world. Their why fueled their persistence in innovation, contrasting with the failure of better-funded and more qualified competitors who lacked a clear purpose. Leadership and trust are built on starting with why. Sinek argues that real leadership is built on trust and belief. Leaders who start with why inspire loyalty because they are transparent and authentic about their intentions. Employees and customers are naturally drawn to these qualities and feel a sense of shared purpose. Applying the Golden Circle is practical. Sinek offers practical advice on how to implement the Golden Circle in business and personal life. Leaders are encouraged to articulate their why clearly and make it the foundation of their communication and actions. This approach aligns teams, attracts like-minded individuals, and strengthens organizational culture. The role of how and what is also important. While how and what are still important, they should serve as vehicles for expressing why. Companies that lead with why use how as their guiding principles or processes and what as the tangible products or services they deliver. This alignment ensures consistency and reinforces trust. Challenges of leading with why are acknowledged. Sinek acknowledges that finding and articulating why can be difficult, especially for established companies or individuals used to traditional business thinking. However, taking the time to discover and communicate why can be transformative, fostering innovation and engagement. Legacy and impact are emphasized. Leaders who lead with why leave a lasting impact beyond financial success. Sinek emphasizes that when an organization's actions are rooted in its deeper purpose, it builds a legacy that resonates far into the future. Final thoughts challenge readers to rethink how they approach leadership and business. By starting with why, leaders can inspire real change, attract loyal supporters, and create environments where people feel motivated and fulfilled. In conclusion, start with why is a compelling exploration of the role of purpose in leadership and success. Simon Sinek's insights encourage readers to shift their mindset, focus on why, and harness the power of shared beliefs to inspire and drive action. Radical Candor by Kim Scott emphasizes the importance of open communication in leadership. Radical Candor: Be a kick-ass boss without losing your humanity, by Kim Scott provides a guide for leaders on how to communicate effectively while maintaining strong professional relationships. Scott, drawing from her experiences at companies like Google and Apple, outlines how to strike the right balance between showing care for employees and delivering honest feedback. The book introduces the concept of radical candor as the cornerstone of effective leadership. The core principle of radical candor is defined as the ability to challenge directly while caring personally. Leaders who master this approach can offer honest feedback without alienating their team members. This balance ensures that employees feel valued and respected while also understanding areas for improvement. The 4 quadrants of communication styles are explained: radical candor, ruinous empathy, obnoxious aggression, and manipulative insincerity. Radical candor is high care and high challenge. Ruinous empathy is high care but low challenge, where feedback is softened too much, hindering growth. Obnoxious aggression is high challenge but low care, leading to harsh feedback that erodes trust. Manipulative insincerity is low care and low challenge, where feedback is insincere and unhelpful. Building trust is foundational. Scott emphasizes that leaders should invest time in building relationships with their team members. This requires understanding their individual motivations, aspirations, and challenges, which in turn fosters an environment where honest feedback is accepted positively. Caring personally means treating team members as individuals rather than mere workers. Scott explains that leaders need to demonstrate empathy and support, showing they genuinely care about their employees' well-being and success. Challenging directly is essential. While caring is important, Scott argues that leaders must also be unafraid to deliver tough feedback. Challenging directly means addressing issues openly and constructively, pushing employees to grow and reach their potential without being harsh or overly critical. Feedback conversations should be clear, specific, and actionable. Scott recommends that leaders avoid vague feedback and instead point out specific behaviors and their impact. This helps employees understand what to improve and how. The role of listening is highlighted. Feedback should not be a one-way street. Scott highlights that leaders must listen actively and create a space where employees feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and concerns. This dialogue encourages a culture of open communication. How to give and receive feedback effectively is discussed. Scott provides practical tips for giving and receiving feedback effectively. Leaders should practice immediate feedback and offer it in a setting where employees feel comfortable. Equally, leaders must be open to receiving feedback from their team, showing that they value input and are willing to improve. Avoiding ruinous empathy is important. One common pitfall is falling into ruinous empathy, where leaders care so much about being liked that they avoid giving necessary feedback. This can lead to a lack of direction and missed opportunities for growth, both for individuals and the team. Combating obnoxious aggression is also crucial. Scott warns against slipping into obnoxious aggression where leaders challenge directly but do not show genuine care. This behavior might get results in the short term, but damages relationships and trust in the long run. Cultural considerations are acknowledged. Radical candor can be adapted across different cultures and personalities. Scott acknowledges that what works in one environment may need to be adjusted for another. Leaders must be mindful of cultural and individual preferences when applying these principles. Case studies and examples enrich the book. The book is enriched with stories from Scott's own career and experiences of other leaders. These examples illustrate the positive impact of radical candor and the potential pitfalls of the other quadrants. Team growth and accountability are emphasized. By applying radical candor, teams can achieve a higher level of performance. Honest communication builds trust, which in turn encourages team members to take ownership of their work and push themselves to excel. Practical tools are provided. Scott includes tools and frameworks to help leaders implement radical candor in their day-to-day interactions. This includes methods for structuring conversations, assessing team dynamics, and maintaining a consistent feedback culture. Continuous improvement is necessary. Scott emphasizes that practicing radical candor is a continuous process. Leaders should be prepared to refine their approach as they learn what works best for their team and adjust based on feedback and results. Leading with authenticity is the ultimate goal. Ultimately, Scott advocates for leadership that is genuine and transparent. Radical candor fosters environments where everyone is encouraged to bring their full selves to work, creating stronger, more collaborative teams. In conclusion, radical candor is a compelling guide that redefines how leaders can communicate effectively by balancing honesty and compassion. Kim Scott's approach encourages leaders to foster trust, growth, and openness, leading to a culture where employees feel valued and motivated to perform their best. So, there you have it. 5 of the top 30 books that can truly transform your approach to leadership and entrepreneurship. Each book offers unique strategies, real-life insights, and powerful lessons designed to shape you into the leader and entrepreneur you aspire to be. What's the best way to start? Choose one book that resonates with you at this moment. Whether you're looking to strengthen your mindset, grow your business, or enhance team dynamics, there's a book here for every stage of your journey. Remember, these aren't just books to read, they're action guides. Challenge yourself to implement the ideas you discover, take notes, and see how they align with your leadership style. Growth happens when we actively apply what we learn and make it our own. If you found value in this video, please subscribe and check out the other parts of this 6-part series. Hit the like button and share this with anyone who could benefit from these powerful readings. And we want to hear from you. Share your favorite leadership or entrepreneurship book in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Together, we can help each other become the leaders we're meant to be.